In the headlines, Minister for Justice refutes claims of unhealthy work conditions and government appoints resident ambassador of the Commonwealth of Dominica to the Russian Federation. Hello and welcome to National Focus. I am Prisca Julien. Stay tuned for details of the headline stories and others coming up.
I've been in the business for over 16 years. I get up in the mornings and I look forward to having the next cruise ship berth on island. When the visitor steps off the ship, the first impression is me, and I believe that I need to put my best foot forward and to ensure that everything I do it to the best of my ability. Based on my recommendation, visitors go to various sites, restaurants, bars, and vendors. I take that responsibility very seriously. I would like that the guest receives the same service that I have provided to that individual or guest. This business is bigger than me. Everybody plays a role. The cleaner who cleans my bus, my mechanic who does my checks, those persons ensure that I provide a quality service to the guest. The tourism dollar doesn't just stop with me. It allows me to pay the bank, visit the supermarket to feed myself and family, and have a drink with friends. My name is Jenna Gist, and tourism is my business.
Welcome back. Now for details. The Honorable Minister for Justice, Immigration and National Security, Rayburn Blackmore, has commented that ongoing claims suggesting working conditions at the Registry Building should be deemed as unhealthy and simply negative aspersions. Last Tuesday, a group of attorneys stated concerns that post-Maria, more should have been already done to better conditions at the court building to their satisfaction. For the Honorable Minister, when it comes to the situation of the registry, the area of focus should be on the functionality of the department rather than unfounded claims.
After a major phenomenon like Hurricane Maria, and I think you can speak to that the registry has been providing all its services. You see, and I think that should be given currency. And so and not this negative and cast an aspersion.
In response to the question of whether the court buildings were unhealthy for the workers there, the minister had this to say.
This government will never expose its people to any environment that is not conducive to work. There were challenges, as Mr. Bosch can speak to, and I'm not aware of any report that reference what you just made reference to.
The minister reported that due diligence has been done to ensure that there are no health hazards at the building, as inspections and reports have been produced since recommencement of business at the buildings.
We have asked for reports to be done for every government department building. I think that's only natural after a major hurricane like Maria. The responsible thing to do is to ask for proper reports. Okay, and then that was requested. I'm saying to you, I have not read, I have not heard of any report that speaks to a cancer environment.
Local Registrar of the High Court, Ozzy Walsh, commented that since cleanup efforts right after Maria, there have been no complaints from staff at the building.
From a physical standpoint, where we were, in terms of the environment at the registry, where we are, a great difference. The place has been cleaned up, the place has been sanitized. It's a vast improvement. Members of staff who they did have complaints about itchy skin at one time, burning eyes. There is no such complaint currently at the registry.
The new precast construction firm to set up manufacturing site in Dominica is expected to be a bonus for the local economy and for those looking to rebuild or build new homes. Speaking at a recent handing over ceremony, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Housing, Lucien Blackmore, expressed the belief that having the firm Preconco Limited established in Dominica is of financial benefit as well as for the development of human resource engaged in the construction field. Preconco Limited, responsible for construction of 1,000 homes commissioned by government for persons left homeless by Maria, is expecting to establish a plant in Dominica by May.
What we see today is a new form of construction for us in Dominica. It's an opportunity to bring in another arm to the economic machinery of Dominica, bringing training and exposure, skills to construction to our men, a new activity in our market.
Besides construction of these 1,000 homes, the local manufacturing plant is expected to cater to the needs of the private sector as well. For those looking to invest in homes especially designed as climate resilient while costing less, the services can be taken advantage of.
We other Dominicans know the cost of construction of the traditional homes in Dominica is much too high. So government was forced to ensure that we look to find safe, suitable and affordable housing solutions.
The homes are designed to withstand high seismic and wind conditions in excess of Category 5 hurricanes. They also feature a special concrete roof which diffuses heat, making for a cooler environment than that of the standard concrete home. Managing Director of Preconco Limited, Mark Maloney, gave specifications for these dwelling structures.
The homes are designed to withstand high seismic and wind conditions in excess of Category 5 hurricanes which were sustained here in Dominica. As you can see, they have a concrete roof. What is different about the roof is that it diffuses the heat so that inside of the homes are a lot cooler than what would be standard with a normal concrete home. The situ columns, which are normal columns that are cast for a normal home, and the beams are pre-stressed concrete, so they're produced under high forces with reinforcement, which make the concrete far stronger and give us the ability to use smaller size components for homes, because cost is obviously a concern, and the smaller you can make a component is the more efficient and cheaper it can be. But the strength is important, so the homes are very dense because of the manufacturing process. And the floors that you will see are what you call pre-stressed concrete. So they have strands in them, and they're produced with machines and special engineering that goes into them. And they have hollow voids in them, as you can see. And those hollow voids allow for us to run electrical conduits and plumbing through them. And they also allow for the floors themselves to be a lot cooler and stronger than conventional floors. The technology that you see is the most advanced technology in the world.
In more news, the government of Dominica has appointed Mr. Nuri Katz as a resident ambassador to the Russian Federation in its quest to fully establish a diplomatic presence in Russia and further develop the bilateral relations that exist between the two countries. The government of Dominica has received agreement from the Russian authorities for Mr. Katz's appointment, and he will formally commence his duties as ambassador of Dominica following the presentation of his credentials to the head of state of the Russian Federation. The Commonwealth of Dominica established diplomatic relations with the Russian Federation almost 22 years ago on May 19, 1995, and became the first Western country to recognize Russian sovereignty following the collapse of the Soviet Union. The government of Dominica has reaffirmed its commitment to continued collaboration with the Russian Federation to develop initiatives related to the common aspirations of its peoples. From 1995, the two countries have enjoyed a meaningful partnership promoting mutual cooperation at the level of both bilateral and multilateral relations. This has been beneficial to the Commonwealth of Dominica in a variety of sectors, including human resource development and health. Post-Maria, the Russian Federation's provision of humanitarian assistance to the Commonwealth of Dominica included generators, building materials, food and other supplies. As ambassador of Dominica to the Russian Federation, Mr. Nuri Katz will work closely with the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs to ensure effective implementation of Dominica's foreign policy with regard to the Russian Federation. Additionally, the ambassador-designate will be charged with the responsibility of representing Dominica's interests as well as the interests of Dominican nationals residing in the Russian Federation. Finally, as part of Domfesta Celebrations 2018, the Cultural Division launched a documentary highlighting Dominica's Jinping music. That was done on Wednesday at the auditorium of the University of the West Indies Open Campus. The aim of the documentary, entitled Jinping Music Foundation to Innovation, will serve as documentation and promotion for Dominica's musical culture.
Jinping music is an integral part of the culture and the heritage of Dominica. It has provided a depth and a richness to our cultural expression. It has certainly helped to identify us as a Dominican people and has been used to promote Dominica all over the world. We are proud of the music, and we're very proud of all the musicians who have played and promoted the music for so many years.
This documentary is only one of a number that the division has produced as it continues to focus on research and documentation.
Through the years, the Cultural Division has always had research and documentation as one of our main priorities. We have produced and published several books and magazines on various aspects of Dominica's culture. We have also produced several volumes of Dominican traditional music, and we have also produced several video documentaries. Apart from the one that you're going to be seeing today and that we are launching today, the other video documentaries which have been produced by the Cultural Division are ones on Bele, our national wear, also on screw pine and its products, the tibois instrument and the music it produces, the sensei costume of Dominica, cassava production, more specifically by the Calinagos, and Creole head tying.
That's the English news. Shaakira Pierre is up next with the Creole highlights.
I've been in the business for over 16 years. I get up in the mornings and I look forward to having the next cruise ship above one island. When the visitor steps off the ship, the first impression is me, and I believe that I need to put my best foot forward and to ensure that everything I do it to the best of my ability. Based on my recommendation, visitors go to various sites, restaurants, bars, and vendors. I take that responsibility very seriously. I would like that the guest receives the same service that I have provided to that individual or guest. This business is bigger than me. Everybody plays a role. The cleaner who cleans my bus, my mechanic who does my checks, those persons ensure that I provide a quality service to the guest. The tourism dollar doesn't just stop with me. It allows me to pay the bank, visit the supermarket to feed myself and family, and have a drink with friends. My name is Jenna Gist, and tourism is my business.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Mam Parlement pour constituency Maho, Honorable Raymond Blackmore, di projet tête kay à constituency la ka ale bien. Presque 90% kay à Dominique te dommagé par cyclone Maria, et puis communauté à constituency ça la pas yon exception. Mam Parlement la dit il c'était programme là pour poursuivre tête kay ba constituents qui fait avant l'autre saison cyclone arrivé. Projet là qui prend place à différents degrés et puis plan là c'est pour couvrir 69 cas par finissement mois là. Mam Parlement la dit travail qui fait à sous cas moun qui vulnérable en constituency la premier. Yon c'est plus gros communauté là à constituency ça là c'est Kenfield. Kenfield à deuxième degré là pour projet tête cas ça là. Mam Parlement la fait parole qui yon lot 3,1 million dollars te alloqué pour tête kay à Kenfield et puis Belfast. Honorable Blackmore dit à part qui projet là pour manger tête kay à constituency là, gouvernement qui fait kay avec la bamoun qui ka rester en place qui vulnérable. Premier ministre, ministre finance et puis ministre kay Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt, j'ai fait promettre pour yon 100 familles à constituency ça la taper yo kay qui s'apprend un changement climatique. En d'autres nouvelles, le gouvernement Dominica a pointé Yuri Katz comme ambassadeur résident pour Russie. Ça, c'est pour une meilleure relation diplomatique et puis Russie. Gouvernement Dominic we souvre assistance от autorité Russia pour appointement 4 et puis 4 qui commence travail comme ambassadeur après il présenter lettre credentials li pour président Russia. Dominic et puis Russia établit relation diplomatique plus qui 22 l'année à celui 18 mai l'année 1995. Après cyclone Maria, Russia te yon se pays là qui wede Dominic et puis soulagement. Comme ambassadeur Katz qui travaille et puis ministre Foreign Affairs et puis qui ni responsabilité pour représenter tout Dominicien, spécialement Dominicien qui a resté en Russia. Et puis finalement, qu'on passe à célébration de fête l'année 2018, division culturelle, c'est un documentary pour reconnaître musique Jinping. Cérémonie là pour lancer documentary ça là pour place mercredi semaine passée en auditorium U8. Documentary là qui a thème là Jinping Music Foundation to Innovation, c'est pour promotion culture musique Dominique. Documentary ça là c'est yon qui division là qu'a fait quand il continue pour mettre force à ce documentation. Ça c'est tout pour Nouvelle à Creole. Non, moi c'est Shaakira Pierre. Au revoir.
I've been in the business for over 16 years. I get up in the mornings and I look forward to having the next cruise ship berth on island. When the visitor steps off the ship, the first impression is me, and I believe that I need to put my best foot forward and to ensure that everything I do it to the best of my ability. Based on my recommendation, visitors go to various sites, restaurants, bars, and vendors. I take that responsibility very seriously. I would like that the guest receives the same service that I have provided to that individual or guest. This business is bigger than me. Everybody plays a role. The cleaner who cleans my bus, my mechanic who does my checks, those persons ensure that I provide a quality service to the guest. The tourism dollar doesn't just stop with me. It allows me to pay the bank, visit the supermarket to feed myself and family, and have a drink with friends. My name is Jenna Gist, and tourism is my business.
That's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS on facebook.com/GIS News Dominica and also follow us on Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I am Prisca Julien. Thanks for watching.